Third question was that bring a comparison between Plato and Rawls' idea of justice. So keyword is what? One I have to bring comparison. Then I have to bring what? Keyword. Other is keyword Plato and Rawls. And the other keyword is what? Justice, right? So obviously, if this is the case, my introduction will be something connected to what? Justice. You understand how brain should work the moment? Okay, I will write about this. So I can write something like justice is the architectonic principle within the field of political science. And then I'll have to come to the point. They're asking what? Comparison between Plato and Rawls. So I can write something like Plato and Rawls have a special place in the field of political theory. Both the scholars have tried to develop a universal conception of justice, but however they are different in their approach. So I will go here, I will write in point format. I mean, not like a table, one point I will tell what is the one difference. First I will write about the Plato's idea of justice. Plato's idea of justice is based on duties, or what you call as functional specialization. On the other hand, Rawlsian idea of justice is basically based on rights. Okay. Second, you can say in Plato's ideas of justice, he says justice is not a contract, it is basically a the idea of justice is endowed by God in human mind. But on the other hand, for Rawls, justice is an outcome of a contract signed between individuals. Third, you can say for Plato, justice is same at individual level and at state level. But for Rawls, is more saying that justice is at societal level. State has to play a key role in order to bring justice. In Plato's ideas of justice, there is no role of affirmative action, and his idea of justice is based on a meritocratic society. But in a Rawlsian idea of justice, he provides for affirmative action or the difference principle. In Plato's idea of justice, here the justice is arrived, but by consciously knowing who belongs to which class. But under Rawlsian idea of justice, justice is determined under the wheel of ignorance. So then you can say, hence we see that Plato's idea of justice is largely a reflection of the traditional idea of justice, whereas Rawls presents us the modern theory of justice. Answer is, so how many points I could write? Any point? I brought more points, not more explanation. Right? What some people will do, they'll just write one paragraph Plato justice, one more paragraph Rawls justice, and they'll tell you decide whatever you feel is a difference. That won't get marks. See, why that happens is that because you don't know where to bring that. That's why I wrote in point format. I compared on certain criteria. How do they differ? In comparison questions, compare and contrast question, you always have to think of a side heading. Okay, on what basis I'm making this comparison, then you'll get points. But when like it is practice, that is how you, like for example, if you compare moderates and extremists, you can't just randomly write. You'll think, okay, what was their ideology? What is this fellow's ideology? Okay, what was their social base? What is their social base? Okay, what was their method? What are these methods? Here and if you think more, you will get more number of points. You understood? So obviously now let us take another person who has just written Plato's idea of justice and Rawls' idea of justice, and I present this answer. Obviously the evaluator will give me more marks than the other person. Why? Because the other person has only told what is Plato's idea of justice, he is never compared. But I have made the comparison, I have pointed out these are the differences. Got it? And again that's what I told, sir, where it is in the notes? It is not in any notes. Notes will have what? The notes will have what is Plato's justice, what is Rawls' justice. It is our critical thinking that should come on the paper. Got the point? So that's why I told, like, see, initially even I was finding it difficult, but that is what is practice. Today I find why political science much easier for me is that because it's practice. If they suddenly give a question, you'll be able to articulate.